Hey guys, Jason here. Just wanted to kind of check in, let everybody know I'm okay. I'm at Station 57, East Lake CERT. We got here, got activated today. Shortly before noon is when I got the call. Took my lunch break at work and then headed over here to the station. So we've got the Sheriff Department. We got them stationed up in the fire station now. This is their high water rescue Humvee. We got several vehicles out in the parking lot, four-wheel drives and everything to kind of help out. But of course, my main job here, you see the cow back there, is communications. I lowered my antenna because I'm expecting the winds to start picking up here. But we did have that antenna about 24 feet up in the air, and I lowered that down in preparation. Plus I'm going ahead, I got a jumper cable running to the antenna on the top of my truck there to just run the local repeaters and stuff like that. As you can see here, it's actually pretty awesome right now. You can kind of see the weather. The skies, it's kind of over cloudy. No rain or anything yet, but you can see with the flag in the background, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. That's why I lowered the antenna down. But just wanted to say hey to everybody out there, let you know what's going on. Everything's okay. I'll be here at the fire station. Got my family all taken care of at home. They got the generator, extra water, all that good stuff. Gave them instructions on how to hook everything up. I'm going to be here all night. So probably check in a little bit later. Probably I'll be like this. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm awake. Everything's going to be closing down here soon. Got some food on the way, hopefully. And we'll just kind of play it by ear. But yeah, I'd like to get me one of these here. If I was going to have a Humvee, that'd be the one I'd have, the H1. I don't know if I'd take the doors off expecting inclement weather, though. I don't know if Sheriff Department's necessarily, that's a good idea. But it will get through the water. It doesn't have a snorkel on it or anything, but it will go through 2 feet of water. We've got all of our response vehicles back there. We've got some H1s, some 4x4s, Jeeps, and of course excursions over there. So we can go through about 2 feet of water. I've been talking to the fire chief all night. He's been telling us stories of past flooding and everything, and what they've had to put up with, other hurricanes when the water reined them in. He's kind of pointing out some key locations. Our first thing after the hurricane, I'll be here running comms, and we'll send some teams out to kind of assess the damage, make sure all the major roads in our zone are clear, and then we'll start working on the secondary roads and doing assessments on that. Hey guys, I'm live on my CERT page, so hope you don't mind. I'll introduce you guys all. So this is our East Lake CERT team. This is all the team leaders. You can see we got Dave over there. There he is. There's Dave. He's in medical. We got Reggie and Ralph. There's Reggie in the white shirt. Ralph's in the gray shirt. Is that gray? Yeah. So they're in charge of, Ralph is in charge of the SAR, and Reggie's in charge of everything. He's the head guy, chairman of the board. So we got monitors up in here in the our little mini setup, and primarily what our goal is tonight is we're providing emergency communications. If something happens and communication goes down, I have direct communication leaks here with this radio here and another radio somewhere over. Actually, it's on the side. It's the yellow one right down there. We're monitoring several different repeaters in the area, the EOC and all that stuff. So that's it. Normally we would have like web EOC up on these monitors and everything, but we're not really performing in that function. So that's it. Anybody else want to say anything? Say hi to all the CERT people.
Jason, our head of comms, you're the man.
Yeah, right on. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say I'm head of comms.
Yeah. Anyway, be safe out there.
Yeah, be safe, everybody. And we got your backs. We're just here waiting for the storm to come in, and we'll be out there. If you need help, call 911. All right, guys. We're still here at Station 57. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Really been just kind of getting everything together, and everybody else is asleep right now. The only one up, manning the phone. I don't know if you can tell. You see the tree branches in the background moving. Maybe the flag. You can see that flag is ripping straight. So, you know, they were saying on the news reports, yeah, you can see it over here too, pretty good. You see that bush blowing around. They were saying how everybody's talking about, you know, the wind's not really that bad down low and everything. Apparently, it was really bad up higher in the atmosphere. A couple hundred feet up, the wind is really ripping. It just happens to be going over us right now. Also, listening to the Skywarn, I'm also a Skywarn member. Listening to them, the storm ceiling has lowered, so that makes this more of a rain producer than bad weather. So they don't think it's going to get any worse. From what I understand, it's slowing down, losing power, and it's going to be primarily a lot of rain. There's a good one. Man, that one really ripped. Where's the flag at? Yeah, you can't really see on the flag. You can see out here over the little lake. You'll be able to see the trees. I know I can hear it. I don't know if this mic's picking it up or not. You can see that over there. Yeah, it's not too bad. But we're still, I think, a few hours from it hitting us and being over us. I'm outside, got just a little bit of blowing rain. Temperature's a little colder than it has been. Tell you what, my hat from when I first came in here, you see me wearing it in the first video, was completely soaking wet just from running around, setting up my antennas and all that stuff and getting ready for the comms. My hat was completely soaking wet. It is still completely soaking wet. So that's why I haven't been wearing it. You know, normally you guys see me with my CERT hat on. At this point, I'm just trying to stay awake. I just wanted to kind of say hi, kind of touch base, give you guys an update on the weather. Should keep that flag in the background. Ooh, oh, there's some wind. There's some wind. Hello. You can see that tree over there. See that light's in the way. There you go. I got my head blocking it. Yeah, I know. Big enough head. Shut up, Ed. Yeah, it kind of died down a little bit there. Ooh, there's a big gust. You see, it's just whooping that big old oak tree around like it ain't nothing. Just monitoring, you know, I monitor the storm watchers, the people that chase the storms and report on the storms. They're not really storm chasers, they're really storm watchers. They pretty much, you know, some of them got mobile weather stations. They'll set up different places, and other people have weather stations at their house, and they send in reports. And then they got this guy that runs the NI4CE repeater system down here. Every major storm, he's on there. I don't know. I know him when I hear his voice. I just don't know his name or his call sign off the top of my head. But that guy's good, you know. He sits there and gives you an update every hour, tells you exactly what the storm's doing. and then 5 minutes later I hear it on the news. So the news gets their information from him. So I just go straight to the source. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that living where I live at, and this close to the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of the rain passes over us. It'll be raining 5 miles inland. There's a big gust. You see the trees in the background. It can be raining, pouring 5 miles inland, and by the time it gets to my house, it just stops and the sun comes out. So that might be it. A lot of people might be getting rained on heavily. I know down south they were. Manatee County was getting hit last time I heard it on the radio. So Pinellas is next. The next couple hours. I expect it to really jump up here quite a bit. Make sure you reach out to your people out of state. You know, let them know you're okay. That's kind of why I'm doing this. You know, all my family knows that I'm here and this is what I do, and to help people. And so I try to post every couple hours on Facebook just to let y'all know I'm okay. And you know, if there's anything else, anything you can do, remember, call 911 when the hurricane hits. It's going to be priority only. You know, if you took my class, the CERT G317 class, you know that in an emergency like this, you are the first responder. When they go to level 5, unless somebody's dying, nobody's coming to save you until it's safe for the first responders to come out, okay? So that's why it's important to take my class. By the way, I got a class next Friday. So my class is next Friday, and it'll be here at Eastland, or actually going to be on Zoom Friday night, and then we'll be here at Station 57 for Saturday and Sunday. And I teach you all the basics, survival skills for this stuff. You know, what y'all should have done the last couple of days. Did you go fill up your propane tanks? Did you get money out of the ATM? Did you fill up your gas tank? You know, this is all stuff that you guys should be doing. Fill up your bathtub with water before the water goes out or gets bad. Take water, put it in water bottles and put it in your freezer. And then if the power goes out of your house, take the frozen water bottles and stuff out of your freezer, put it in your refrigerator. It'll buy you a couple hours, you know, on your refrigerated stuff. But I'll be here all night. I'll probably check in about 3 o'clock again. By that time, the storm ought to really, ooh, man, it's starting to rain. The storm ought to really be hitting. I don't know if y'all can see the trees. It's not that bad. It's kind of dying down a little bit. But look at the flag. Flag's still going strong. So it's a lot more windy 20, 30 feet up where that flag's at than where I am down here on the ground. There's a little breeze. So don't let this nice calm weather fool you, folks. 100 feet up in the sky, it's really bad up there. And that stuff can choose to come down to the ground at any time it wants. Mother Nature is the biggest you-know-what of all the you-know-what you know. Anyway, this is Jason. Y'all know me. Love y'all. You guys be safe. I'm going to go back inside now, and I got to be quiet when I go inside because everybody's asleep. Peace. Love you. Bye. All right, guys. Time for another update. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you can see here. I'm not going out in it, but it's coming down pretty hard right now. Where's the flag at? Very little wind, just rain. Lots of rain, which, you know, everybody's like, well, you know, this is a lot about nothing. No. Where we're at, the roads, there are certain roads that will flood out big time. So that was one of our number one concerns leading up to this. We were kind of counting on not so much a lot of like wind damage and stuff. It was more flood water, flooding and areas like that, people getting stranded. That's why we have the Pinellas County. Where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. That's why Pinellas County sent the Humvee up here. We've got several SUVs in the parking lot and everything, so we can kind of navigate the roads and stuff after the storm. So as soon as this blows through and the sun comes up, we'll send crews out to assess the damage and report back to me via radio, and I relay it on to the fire chief and the county as needed. So that's it. 3 o'clock in the morning. Not a whole lot going on here. Talking to some of the other people out in other like shelters and stuff like that. I got a buddy up, Chris, up in Hudson's, manning the radio at a shelter. Got some friends down in Clearwater and everything, made some comments on there. And another guy over on the other side of Tarpon Lake. He's running our repeater for our CERT members. So if they need any help, they can call on the radio and we'll go out and help them. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update. Not much at this point. A lot of rain. Where's the flag? Yep, you can see the flag still moving. Wind kind of died down. I imagine it'll pick up again later. All right, peace. Love y'all. Bye. All right, guys. Back at the East Lake Fire Station, number 57. We got the fire chief and all the other team leaders are out in the field doing assessment for the major thoroughfares, making sure East Lake is open all the way. There's nothing on the road and all the major access road to get to our area in our little district. So they're out there. I'm back here. I don't know if I showed this before. This is the pod runner. Basically, it's got 6 radios. 7. Yeah, 6 radios. But a couple of these radios do like double duty. So like this one here is the FT400 Yaesu. It's basically 2 radios in one. UHF VHF. This is the Yaesu 8900. Basically again 2 radios in one. UHF VHF. Got the ICOM 7200 down here on the bottom. Not a big ICOM fan, but it does the job. It's a good HF radio, gets out. As far as your baseline radios, yeah, that's a solid rig. We got your 800 megahertz system here on the top. That's fire, police, 911 dispatch basically, and then I can hear everybody, talk to everybody. Never push the red button. Never push the red button. Unless you get shot. That's the top one here. The one down below it is a marine radio. We don't really, have a use for that. But because this system can be set up and run as like a mini emergency operations center, has to have the marine radio in it. Pinellas County has, most people say, well, you can't talk in a marine radio on land. Well, if you're the government, you can't, okay? I mean, let's face it, the government can do whatever they want. But no, we actually have 3 or 4 people in the county that have a special license where they can talk from land to the water on that radio. So that's why we got that in here. It's got all the fuse blocks down there at the bottom. Those 2 drawers are for laptops. They have plugs in the back of them, which laptops are out here on the desk now. You got like a multi-screen editor up there to run the monitors. You can plug the laptops into them if I want. Over on this side here, there's battery backups with inverters and all that stuff. There's a generator in this thing. There's battery backup. If I wanted to, I could probably figure out a way to hook this puppy up to solar. But with all these radios, it's probably not going to do much good, the little solar system I got. But this is where I've been all night. Up for over 24 hours. Everybody else took a nap. I'm the comms guy. I stayed up monitoring the radios. Pretty much not a big awful night. Lots of rain. I heard on the radio this morning, like 3 o'clock, there were a couple of guys on there. It's like, oh, this is a bunch of do about nothing. We only had like 1.5 inches in rain. There goes the repeater. So it's been 10 minutes since anybody's talked on that, so it goes off like that every 10 minutes. But an hour later, man, we was getting an inch and a half of rain every 5 minutes. It seemed like it was downpour. I actually called into the EOC in Pinellas County and just let them know what the weather turned like here, and it was getting downpour, and they could actually hear the rain hitting the roof inside the building on the radio as I was talking.
KI4OSM, still monitoring.
A guy thought I was outside on a handheld. I'm like, no, dude, I'm in the building. It's hitting the roof that hard. So it literally just dumped buckets and buckets of rain on us, which is the real main concern in our area, is flooding. Last time we had a hurricane, we had to evacuate some facilities, with people that had physical disabilities and stuff, and we had to evacuate them out. So we kind of thought that might be the situation that we're in now, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like the sun's coming out. But fire chiefs aren't back. There's like 2 or 3 fire chiefs out there with our guys and another lieutenant or something like that. I don't know. But I know there was a parking lot full of cars, SUVs, and they're all gone now. And I'm monitoring the radio. So anyway, it's K4FLM, Jason Burns. Peace. Until next time, I don't know. May take a shot as we're packing everything up and everything, but we'll see what they say when they come back if this is going to continue any longer. But God bless. Peace.